and Oprah Winfrey? Any idea? It's spirituality. So have you known that Zuckerberg is known to have visited Uttarakhand and is a follower of Neem Karoli Baba? Oprah Winfrey advocates about meditation. And when Steve Jobs died, Autobiography of a Yogi, which is a book, which is a spiritual book, was distributed at his memorial service. He would read that book every year. So these people, all these powerful people, believed in spirituality. They believed that you have to start looking at the world inside out. So how many of you think that you are here? How many of you think that spirituality is important in your business? How many of you think? So what is spirituality? What is business? And how to blend and actually blend both of them for your benefit? We are going to talk about this topic today. For that, let's understand what is spirituality and what spirituality is not. So spirituality, if you think about, it is not religion. It is not your value system. Please don't confuse spirituality and religion. It is not about renouncing yourself and going to the Himalayas. It is just awareness. It's about accepting yourself. Spirituality is not something that you do in the morning or you do in the evening. It's not a ritual. Spirituality is a way of being. It is looking at the perfections in your imperfections. That's what spirituality is. It's a way of being. It's not something that you do, I'll do it in the morning or I'll do it in the evening. It's understanding, who am I? Understanding your own self. Am I this body? Am I this mind? Am I this emotions? Or am I something more than all these? What is it? And religion actually is about, if you look at religion, it's about having faith in God, which is outside of us. But spirituality is something, having faith in something which is inside of us. It's about your connection with your own self. That's what spirituality is. And then what is business? Okay, so tell me one thing. What's your purpose in life? Let's talk about your purpose in life. Why are you here? Is there any purpose? Or are you just here? If we look at the bigger picture and you think about it, we all are here to serve others. We are here to serve our parents, we are here to serve our family, we are here to serve ourselves, we are here to serve our business, our employees, our customers, everybody. In business also, we are providing some service or product, right? We are adding value, we are creating solutions for other people. And in the process, we are also generating money. But you really see, if you look at your life, if that is your purpose, to serve others, what is spirituality? Spirituality is also about serving others. So people actually don't see spirituality and business in the same light. We keep spirituality and business separate. We keep, this is a box where my spirituality is kept, and this is a box where my business is kept. So actually it is very important to be spiritual in business. And why? Because it is very important for a businessman or a professional to be grounded. And spirituality keeps you grounded. It helps you to have a grip on your internal state. And why have a grip in the internal state? Because life will go up and down. There will be so many problems that will be going on in life. But as these, all these upheavals are going on in life, spirituality keeps you in a stable state. It is actually a powerful management concept. So business is a spiritual thing. Actually, if you look at your life, okay, let's talk about this. Business requires what? It requires devotion, it requires faith, it requires hope, it requires love, and it requires a belief, right? And these are all the qualities of spirituality, right? Have you seen a bird? Let me give you an analogy of a bird. Have you seen a bird? It has two wings. And these two wings have to be in balance for the bird to soar high, to go up and touch the skies. So materialism and spirituality are actually two wings of the successful person. So materialism relates to comfort, it relates to money, it relates to possessions. We need these things. We are not yogis, we are not nuns, we are not hermits. We are on this physical plane to enjoy this reality. We all want luxuries. We all want to enjoy our stay here, our physical stay here. But material success starts with soul pampering. We are spirits. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So, with spirituality, there is a lot of clarity, there is a lot of calmness which comes in along with the intelligence, right? So there is a vision for your work or for your decisions. So connection with self and with the universe will enable you to grow materially at a greater speed. That's what the purpose of spirituality is. It's the second wing. You have to balance the spiritual wing and the material wing. When your role purpose, that is your business, and your soul purpose, which is your spirituality, become one. Your role purpose and your soul purpose, when they become one, you materialize what you crave for very effortlessly and with a sense of fulfillment. Trust me. And how many of you, I really, when I'm speaking, I am, is it a one-sided always? This is my first time I'm speaking here. Okay, I want to hear from you all. Are you people understanding what I'm saying about? Are you getting the concept of why spirituality and business are two wings of the same bird, and they need to be in balance for you to soar high and achieve what you want? Okay, it would be great if somebody would type. Okay, you're all spiritual beings having a human experience, but we live as if we are physical beings having a spiritual experience. Spirituality means connection to self, and it starts with knowing your own self, knowing that who am I? Are we just my body, mind, or emotions? We are spirits. Actually, we are all four integrated in one. If you look at your soul, your intention to do anything comes from your soul quotient. Then, whatever your intention is, there is a thought. There are thoughts which follow your intention. These thoughts are followed by the feelings. Whatever thoughts you have similar feelings. And based on the feelings, you take actions. And these actions decide your behavior, and your those behaviors decide your destiny, right? So all these four have to be in alignment. We are all four aligned. When all these four are aligned, you broadcast a potent frequency, and with the help of law of attraction, you can create your own reality. Isn't this we all need? Isn't this we, not even businessmen, everybody needs this, right? So what is important trait of a leader or a businessman or an entrepreneur? What are the important traits? Let's talk about that. A businessman needs a focus, he needs clarity, he needs calmness. Okay, so let's talk about that. Shall I give you a Sadhguru story? Okay, so once what happened, the story will explain the whole thing that I'm talking about, all the four questions. So once what happened, a man, I read it in Sadhguru's thing. So once what happened, a man was walking, and as he walked and walked and walked, wo chalte, he reached a place and he was very tired, and he saw a beautiful tree. He sat under the tree and he said, "Oh my God, I'm so tired. अगर मुझे कुछ खाने को मिल जाए तो मजा आ जाएगा." And suddenly a big platter of food appeared in front of him. And he was like so excited. He said, "Wow, chappan bhog mil gaye." And he started eating. Okay. Then after that, after eating, he thought, "Oh my God, if somebody could give me something to drink." And suddenly a whole, so many drinks appeared, and he drank to his fill. And then he thought, "Okay, I'm so tired. If I could have a nice bed, I could sleep here." A bed appeared, and he slept. And after sleeping, when he got up after some time, then the monkey mind started chattering. Ki kya hua? What is going on? I thought about food, it appeared. I thought about drinks, they came. I thought about sleeping, I have slept well. What is going on? What is this tree? Are there any ghosts on the tree? And the ghost appeared. And then he looked at the ghost and he said, "Oh my God, will they eat me?" And they all ate him. Actually, the tree was a kalpvriksha. Whatever he thought or whatever he was feeling, he received it. Don't go looking for a kalp. Don't go looking for a kalpvriksha in your life. You will not find it. The kalpvriksha is here. When your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions and your actions are aligned to your intention, That's when you say and the mountain moves. You say and the things happen. Your personality creates your outer reality. And when I say personality, it means the thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay, so how many of you think that business is separate and spirituality is separate? These two are separate entities. So, actually think about it. Do you think your business is separate than you as an individual? No, your business is no longer separate from you. It is an extension of you, right? We have heard about the term work is worship. What does it mean? Work is worship means when we do our jobs with integrity, excellence, it becomes an act of worship. So when you treat your work like worship, when you have clarity, when you have focus, and when you have surrender, can you stop success? No, you cannot stop success. So spiritual person is someone who's operating from the space of serving others. It's about service. Spirituality means when what is in the heart is more important than what is in the head. So you're operating from your heart and not from your head. Businessman actually already is a spiritual being. Let's say business houses. Let's see an example of business houses who are serving people, taking care of them, their support structure. And by support structure, I mean their employees, their vendors, their stakeholders, their customers. For example, let's take the example of Ratan Tata. Those who are operating from serving others have thrived as compared to groups who operate from personal motto only. Right. A business that lacks spirituality leaves no legacy. And search for the company who's focused only on chasing profits ultimately loses its soul. So serving others, which is most important part of spirituality, oneness, following all the laws of universe, these are the important aspects of spirituality. And a businessman who follows all this will create a legacy for himself. What does let's talk about now let's talk about what does being spiritual mean to you? What does it mean? What will happen? Like how does it show up in your reality? If you are a spiritual being, what will show up? What will change for you? If you don't know why you're doing this, you will never do something. So it is very, very important to understand first, what will spirituality do to me as a businessman? What will it do? What is the effect on my business and myself? Let's talk about that first. So if you're spiritual, you're peaceful, you're calm, it purifies your heart, and you feel the oneness. Then you're connected to, you're connected to the bigger things, and you're not focused on smaller things. You take yourself out of the context and see the bigger picture. What is going on here? You're not concerned about small things. You trust in this, in a power which is bigger than you, actually, which is bigger than anyone else. You can call it God, you can call it universe, you can call it anything. So which things we have control. And when you trust, magic starts to happen. You start having a by the way, when I say surrender, I'm not saying no action. Surrender does not mean no action. Surrender means act and don't get attached to the result. Even our Gita says that. Karam karo, phal ki ichha mat karo. It is the same thing. But it never says no act. Action is most important. Believe. You have to believe that you are guided by a higher power. There is a higher power and you're guided by that. You are calm, you're peaceful, you're less reactive, you're looking for answers within rather looking at answers outside. Look at your life. What is, okay, so if you look at physics, what is the definition of stress? Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. So that means stress is equal to pressure. It's directly proportional to pressure, but it is inversely proportional to resilience. Resilience means what? The power to handle a situation, the how you take care of a solution. And spirituality helps you to build that resilience, and that resilience is built when you are spiritual. You are less reactive, you are calm, and imagine what this will do to your business. You'll be able to create more money. You can have higher ambitions. You can make a difference to people around you. Whole purpose of our existence actually is to raise the collective consciousness of the earth, and we only have to work on surrendering to higher forces and have love for humanity, and only operate from a space of compassion, and that is when you will build the business of your dreams. Is it making sense how a spirituality will look like if you follow it? Okay, how does it benefit your business? Let's talk about that before even I talk about what spirituality in detail. Let's talk about what is the benefit of spirituality in your business. Okay, when people, business is all about people, right? People want to be part of something bigger than them. We all want to contribute. That's our innate nature. That's the need we have. We all want to make a difference. We all want to create, contribute. So people are driven by a strong sense of purpose more than money. We think money is the driving force. No, the most important driving force is a sense of purpose. When you are spiritual, your team is spiritual, your customer is spiritual, your growth happens automatically. Think about it. And when somebody is spiritual, that's when relationships improve. There are deeper connections which take place. And when alignment of the outer and the inner world is there, there is a feeling of contentment and happiness. With spirituality, this is the most important thing. And you respond consciously instead of reacting to situations. When you have mastered the mind and ego, you are able to overcome challenges faster and more effectively. When you are spiritual, your focus improves. That's the most important thing. Your focus improves, and you're constantly working on self to become a better version of you. So more focus means more goals will be achieved faster. Your decisions become faster because they become laser sharp. Your decisions become sharp because you're more aware and you're emotionally stable. you know it enhances your productivity. It reduces absenteeism in the people. The workplace is joyous. There is peace. It's very serene, and it proves communication because we are operating from a space of oneness, right? And higher levels of integrity and honesty. There are levels of there is a sense of belongingness in people. People are happy, teams are stable. In these times, when there is so much anxiety, and people, when they are becoming aware of themselves, isn't it a great thing? So are you getting what I'm talking about? And is it making sense how a spiritual business will look like? I had prepared a small meditation. I don't know how many of you are interested in doing the meditation, or should I go ahead with the so I was talking about the spiritual person operates from laws. When you are when you are your energy levels, because you are a person of integrity, you are focused, you are more aware about yourself, your energy levels go up. And what do higher energy levels do? Can do for you. You can do multitasking. Your focus is high, your clarity is more, you can deliver more, you don't feel tired, your productivity is high. Yeah, we'll do the meditation. Just give me a second. So before I tell you about what are the best spiritual practices, I'll take you through a small meditation, because meditation is one of the most important and beautiful spiritual practices one can do. So why don't you all close your eyes for a moment? Close your eyes and just do your deep breathing. Close your eyes and do your deep breathing. Do your deep breathing. And now I want you to think about a problem that you have in your life. Think about a problem. Right now, whichever problem you have, just bring it to your mind and keep it in your lap. Hold the problem in your lap. Hold the problem in your lap. And now I want you to start expanding yourself. Start expanding yourself. You just have to command yourself, start expanding, become bigger than your body, keep expanding, keep expanding, become bigger than this room, keep commanding yourself and keep expanding, become bigger than this city, expand more, more, and now become bigger than this country, keep expanding, expand your boundaries, just have to command that, become bigger than this earth, keep expanding. You are infinite. Don't limit yourself. You are spirit. You're an infinite being. Just keep expanding, become bigger than this universe. Keep expanding. You're an infinite being and you play such a small game. Keep expanding. And now I want you to look down at yourself sitting on that chair with eyes closed and look at your problem. How big is it? It's so small. Now I want you to come back into your body slowly. Come back into your body. Come back to this room, in your body. And relax, just relax. And slowly, when you feel like, you can open your eyes. How many of you could feel the expansion, and how many of you could feel that your problem was becoming smaller? It seems such a small thing. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is one small glimpse of meditation, felt both. Thank you, Simran. Thank you. So this is one of the practices. There are a lot of practices a spiritual person can do. As I said, spirituality is a way of being. It is when somebody is following the laws of the universe, when somebody is connected to himself, he has an understanding of who he is. And this understanding comes with, knowledge. Knowledge, information brings transformation. So the more information you have, please read all the good books, scriptures. We have everything available in our scriptures. Yeah, how to bring the feeling of expansion when so many other feelings are going on with yourself. That is manzil. That is what we are working towards. Spirituality is all about letting go of all the other feelings and aligning yourself to your higher being, which is so expansive, which is infinite. Understanding who you really are, right? And not get caught up in this small cycle of feelings and fears and anger and the daily routines of things, so how many of you want to know one of the best spiritual practices? So as I said, chanting could be one of them, meditation could be one of them, reading is a very good spiritual exercise, and one of the best spiritual exercise, anybody who's interested in knowing what is the most beautiful exercise, spiritual practice. So lots of time, do you feel tired and you don't know why you're tired? Because physically you're not tired, because you're tired because there is a mental tiredness, there is an emotional baggage which you're carrying. So this emotional and mental fitness is more important than your physical fitness. You could be physically fit, but if you're emotionally or mentally not fit, that's when you feel tired. You cannot move in life with speed. So spiritual practice, which I'm going to talk about, is I want you to imagine it. Okay, imagine spending 4 days away from the maddening crowd, away from all the distractions, aligning your mind, body, and spirit, starting your day with meditation and yoga amidst the nature with like minded people, working with an expert coach and helping you realize yourself, looking inside and letting go of all the past baggage, letting go of all the limiting beliefs, letting go of all the emotional baggage, the mental baggage, and coming back home after 4 days, rejuvenated, ready to take on the world, totally recharged. Actually, surveys have shown that such retreats have immense impact on person's cognitive brains. So, when you come back, it's like as if a veil has been lifted and you can see the world in the ways you've never seen before. And the most important spiritual practice, which I'm talking about right now, is going on retreats, taking short breaks, going on retreats. And it's better, it's not a holiday. I'm not talking about holidays. I'm not talking about vacations. Vacations, may we don't get time to align with our own selves. We are only running and, we are taking care of. We have to see this, we have to go there, we have certain goals. In fact, nowadays, when you come back from vacation, you're more tired. So I'm not talking about vacation. Vacations are very different from spiritual retreats. I'm talking about spiritual retreat, and it's a good idea to retreat, to connect with your own self. Retreat is one of the best spiritual practices where you're free from distractions and you tap into your inner self. You can work under the guidance of a trained coach to learn more about yourself, learn the laws of the universe, and understand who you are. You know हम लाइफ में क्या करते हैं, we want to take life into the in right direction, but it goes into the left direction. Why there is no alignment? Because for that alignment to be there, all your four quotients had to be in alignment. And when you go for a retreat, your mind, body, soul, and your emotions all are in alignment. When you come back, life will go up and down, friends. It will go up and down. But to maintain the equilibrium, you need to be in neutral state. So look at your life. If you could go out into the nature and be with like-minded people and work on yourself and come back rejuvenated, it will make a huge difference in your life. Now let's come back to the coming back to the spirituality with business. So actually, it's a very nice business activity also. If you work with any business coaches, they will tell you to retreat from your life and look at your business and your life from a different perspective. Einstein said once, he said that if you are looking for a solution, looking for a solution for any problem, you cannot be in the same level of consciousness in which the problem was created. So you have to shift your level of consciousness, and retreats are a very good way to shift your consciousness. By the way, I am taking a retreat in December from 17th to 20th in a beautiful resort in Jim Corbett, where I am going to take people through different processes. It's going to be a totally experiential program. It's a 4-day program. We do a lot of things, including sound healing. We have a Vipassana session. We also do a lot of experiential activities. There are, and we have a group of more than 20 people who are coming with us. And it's going to be a total detox. It's going to be a total detox. So I invite you all to come and join me for this retreat. And if you want to know more about the retreat, we'll share the link in the chat box. Feel free to call us. We'll share the numbers also. So let's come back to spirituality and business. So when you are operating from a space of service and not from desperation, there is no competition. Your vibration is high. So everything seems to click. Everything seems to fall in place. And when you shift inside, Your outer reality shifts. What are we trying to do? We are trying to fight our outer reality all the time. We are trying to see, okay, what can change in my outer reality? My customer should change, my government policies should change, things should change. And what I am talking about is spirituality takes you into a place where you work on yourself, you work on your inner self, and when you work on your inner self, your outer reality automatically shifts. That is the magic, my dear friends. That's the magic. So now I want to hear from you all. If you have any more questions for me, and if you want to know anything more about spirituality in business. There was a question. How to be spiritual? Manzil, I gave you a lot of things. It's a practice. It's a like you go to the gym, right? You build a muscle. You go every day to the gym. Spirituality is a way of being, and you have to practice it daily. It's a you have to practice it when you're talking to your people. You have to practice it when you are working in your organization. It's with how you deal with your family. Everything, it's a way of being. So practices, of course, there are certain practices which I just shared. It's most important that you start with knowing your own self. Who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? And let go of all the baggages, let go of all the emotional and the mental baggages that you're carrying. Shabana, you have any questions from anybody or?
Okay. Is there any practice specifically relating to business that people can do?
Okay. So why don't we start with closing our eyes and going inwards? As I said, retreats are a most important. Retreats are a very beautiful way, because when you go on a retreat, especially if you come on a retreat with me, I'll work on all your 4 quotients and help you to release the emotional baggage. I'll help you to align all your 4 quotients. And in fact, when we do these morning practices, we give you a roadmap. We give you a roadmap in this retreat, what needs to be done every day. So you can come back, and whatever you've been taught in those retreats, you can follow that roadmap. It's a very good practice.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, if nobody has any questions, should we call it a day?